Hello, it's Jay again. We're going to talk about prosperity stones today. Some of us are manifesting a trip to Hawaii, and manifesting is a wonderful thing, but let's talk about the stones that can help us with that. Some of the stones that are not well known for manifesting are tiger's eye. I thought I had a piece of it, but I couldn't find it. But tiger's eye is for overall good luck, and it helps with decision making and planning. So it's one of those stones that when you make your financial goals, then it helps you keep to the plan. It helps you make your plan and keep to your plan. Another one of those stones that is good. Well, let's just go down the list. We have Amazonite. Amazonite opens up your spirit. This is Amazonite. So Amazonite opens up your spirit to the good fortune and the positive feelings. And it helps you with your work ethic. It helps strengthen your work ethic. One of the things that a lot of people miss out on that the Amazonite helps with is the fact that it opens you up for the good things. It opens you up for opens up your spirit for the good feelings and the positive feelings towards good fortune. Rose quartz is also a good stone. It helps with that. It helps you understand that you're worthy of the good things. So it helps with prosperity. Amethyst, I have two pieces of that. I have this piece, then I have this one, my tower, my core sample. Amethyst helps with spiritual wealth. And a lot of people forget that spiritual wealth is a thing. They're so focused on the material that they forget that sometimes you need wealth in your spirit as well. And it helps. And when your spirit is wealthy and healthy, then you can manifest those things in the physical. Let's see. Let's get into some of the others. So we have sunstone. Sunstone, I love sunstone. It kind of looks like raw meat, which is horrible, but it's a great stone. Sunstone leads you to new paths of play. And it brightens your day. So it helps you to find, it helps to make the work to get the manifesting, to work on your manifesting, your prosperity, not seem so hard. It adds a little bit of levity to it so that is levity the word I need? Maybe not. But it helps make it a little easier. It helps make it a little more joyful. Carnelian. Carnelian comes in a lot of different shades. Some of it is dark red. Some of it is almost an orange color. This has all of those shades and then some. Carnelian removes the fear. It removes the fear of failure and it adds strength. So it's a good stone to have because sometimes when we're starting on our financial journey, then we're afraid. But the carnelian helps you, it gives you strength and helps you not be afraid of failure because when you're starting out, of course, there's always going to be some failure. Let's see, I talked about the tiger's eye. Okay, so let's get into the ones that I personally prefer. We'll start with the pyrite. This is my pyrite egg. Pyrite comes in a lot of different shapes. This one's been sculpted this way. But it comes in squares. Like just squares. But it strengthens your confidence by letting you know that there's always abundance. Like the world is full of abundance. The world is full of opportunity. And pyrite lets you know that. It lets you know that there's always an opportunity around you. And it's also called fool's gold. So, of course, the gold part brings in the abundance and the wealth. but it's a really good stone. And a lot of people put pyrite, citrine, and bloodstone, which is also one of the ones I'm going to talk to you about. But they put those in their cash drawers. They put that in, where they have their money to bring money. Okay, so this is citrine. And it's the yellow. Okay? So citrine is one of the most powerful stones for manifestation. It helps to bring your financial goals to life. It gives you the confidence. Hey, Jean. It gives you the confidence to go out and do. Those things that you need for your confidence goals, for your financial goals. It helps you to manifest those goals. And again, a lot of people carry a small piece of pyrite or a small piece of citrine or a small piece of bloodstone, which is this. This is bloodstone. It's green and red. They carry those in their wallets, some people. Or they carry them, like I said, in their money corners. The bloodstone is really good if you do feng shui. It goes in your money corner and it protects your money corner, and it protects your house as well because it's a protective stone. It also, when you put it in your money drawer, when you have a sales drawer, it also attracts sales. So not only is the bloodstone protecting your money, it's also attracting more money. That's one of the things that it does. It helps you to be productive, and it helps to motivate you to make more sales, to make more money. I personally like the, excuse me, I'm getting over a really bad cold. I've been sick for almost a month. But I like the bloodstone because I work with my ancestors with the bloodstone. And so when I use the bloodstone, I work on bringing in a generational wealth so that it'll last, and I want to have a better connection with my ancestors and wealth as well. So that's what the bloodstone is for. Hi, Virginia. But that's what it is too. I have some carnelian rings. I have a carnelian ring. Can't really see so much. But carnelian is, like I said, it's a wonderful stone. But also what I wanted to show you is how I personally manifest when I need money. I have my hands. And I take and put different stones in it. So I put like my pyrite, a piece of citrine, things like that. And then I put one, like a penny, a nickel, a dime, like one of each coin, maybe some dollars if I have some dollars on hand at that particular moment. And I put them in there. And I talk to it every day. And it's one of the things that you're supposed to do with your crystals when you carry them every day anyway, is to talk to them and remind them that you are thankful that they're helping you. That way, it's a give and take for both of you. But those are the stones. And of course, one of the stones that you also want to use is the clear quartz. I normally have clear quartz all over the place. And of course, I found it. I have a piece of clear quartz right here. That also goes into the hands when I'm making my money manifestation, like my little money space. Because quartz is an amplifier. So any one of those stones that I listed, along with a clear quartz, of course, it's going to amplify it. There are a lot of other stones as well. A lot of green stones are good for money. Amazonite, green aventurine, malachite even. There's quite a few that bring in the wealth and prosperity. Another good one that I like to use is labradorite, mostly because it is an action stone. So it's one of those stones that creates an action. It creates motion. So I add that in sometimes as well so that it will push it along, you know. But those are the stones that I use the majority of the time. I usually also put a small piece of black tourmaline in, mostly because it takes away the negativity. It pushes the negativity away. And the last thing that you really want is to have negative vibes attached to your money that you're bringing in, or sending out as well. So those are a couple of stones. Those are some of the stones that I like. And again, it's pyrite, citrine, and bloodstone are my personal favorites. The cornelian, amethyst, tiger's eye, sunstone even. Those are other stones. Can you recommend a good crystal? Yes, a good crystal book. So here's the thing. There are a lot of crystal books out there. The one that I have found that works the best for me personally are by Judy Hall. So I have several of her books. Some of them she made the Crystal Bible, and there are three versions, like 3 volumes. And each one is better than the last. She does not really repeat a whole lot of what's going on from the first one to the second one to the third one, but it's a lot of really good general information. If you want to do some more in-depth research with the crystals, she has a series called the Crystal Prescriptions. There are, I think, maybe seven of these, but it's all about, the one I have in my hand now is volume 2, and it's an A to Z guide to cover 1,250 conditions and their new generation healing crystals. So this one is more about the crystals that are coming out lately. So it doesn't have like the basic crystals, even though it does list some of them. But it has more of the newer crystals that are out now. But Judy Hall is my go-to. I have some other books by other people, but I just find that I find out more from Judy Hall. So, are there any other questions or anything? One of the things that I do have, bring them on camera. Okay. So this is carnelian. This is my pendulum, and I use it 5 or 6 times a week. But the stones that I was showing Rachel, this is the bloodstone. It's this, and then this right here is bloodstone as well, so you can see the difference in the colors. But they're both bloodstone. It's a great stone to put in like your money corner, which is what I was saying earlier. Put them in your money corner. Put them, if you have a cash drawer, put them in your cash drawer. I was showing this. This is the pyrite. It's my pyrite egg. And yes, it's supposed to look like that. That's how it's made. I love it. The citrine. You can see the yellow in it. I have carnelian, which I just showed you the pendulum. And this is a carnelian that I've wrapped in a ring. The amazonite, rose quartz, and my amethyst. So just to go over and sunstone. Just to go back over the ones that I listed, the sunstone, like I said, leads you to new pastures, so it makes it more fun to make the money. The bloodstone can go into your money corner if you're into feng shui. And it protects your money and your house as a protective stone. It also motivates you. It motivates you to make the money. It makes you more productive. Amazonite opens up your spirit to good fortune. Because a lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, there are people out there that believe that they don't deserve money. you know. Stones that are more powerful if they're combined like Super 7. It's not so much that they're more powerful per se. You just get more. It's like, if you have it's like, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. It's like a recipe. It's like a recipe. If you have, excuse me, if you have cake, like you're making a cake. So the Super 7 would be the cake. The amethyst, citrine, smoky quartz, clear quartz. There's couple, the other ones, I'm not sure what those are. I can't think of what those are off the top of my head. But each stone is like one ingredient. You know, so you have your clear quartz, which would be like, you know, your flour and your butter and, you know, your vanilla, and your eggs. Pound cake. I'm kind of hungry now. But, so you would have your different ingredients, and those would be the stones individually by themselves. But when you put them together, then you have a pound cake. You know? So it's not that it's more powerful. You just get more when you combine it. You get something, you get the benefits of all of them in one stone. Instead of having to carry around 7 different stones, you have all of it in one. So that's what that is. It's like carrying around your cell phone, and, you know, as opposed to carrying around 30 books of an encyclopedia. You know, you have all of it right there together. You think you'll get one. Okay, so just fair warning. Super 7s are not, on average, the prettiest stones. They're not pretty. Strength in numbers, yes. Strength in numbers, absolutely. Super 7s are not very pretty. Actually, I have a few pieces, but they are in the middle of some things for me right now. They're working for me. So I can't really disturb them right now to bring them on camera. But they are, some of them you have more of the purple from the amethyst in them. So some of them are like nice looking. Like my Super 7 beads are really pretty because they have more of the amethyst in them. But on average, they're not really pretty stones. So just feel them and see how they feel to you and go from there, as opposed to deciding that you want one and you're looking for a pretty one, because you're probably not going to find a pretty one. Are there any other questions? And Super 7 is a good manifesting stone as well, because it does have the citrine, it does have the amethyst, in the clear quartz and stuff in it. So it does have some things that will help you with manifestation as well. Yours is pretty. Okay, Rachel, post yours in the thing. I want to see, because some of them are, I'm not going to lie. But I normally warn people, not all the stones are going to be pretty. Not all of them are going to be pretty. It's just not going to happen. You want to add crystals to candles that you make? Yes, you can do that. You just have to be careful. Like on what it is you're adding, because amber burns. So you don't really want to add, amber close to the wick. So just be careful in what it is that where you're putting it, I guess would be the right phrase. Pouring manifestation candles. Crushed crystals, yes. Okay, so crushed crystals you could use. Well, you can use just about anything. Citrine is great. Amazonite. Green adventurine. Carnelian. Bloodstone. The amethyst. It just depends on what it is. You can just do clear quartz even. You could do that as well. because quartz amplifies. So as long as you have the intention in your candle, the clear quartz would amplify your intention. But usually it's the green stones. Like malachite is a green on green stone. It's a dark green with a darker green stripe in it. And those are good for manifestation as well. Those are good abundance and wealth drawing stones as well. But yeah, it would just depend on what your goal is. And tiger's eye, like I said, tiger's eye would work. Tiger's eye is an all-around good, it's like a good luck. It's like for good luck, so that would work as well. But no other questions? Okay, I'm going to show the crystals one more time. And then we'll get off. Oh, something else too. When you're doing feng shui, they have this money turtle. I mean, a money frog. Toad. That looks like this. This is my little toad. And you put the little coin right there. And this is shungite. And the reason that it's made of shungite is because it protects your money. You know, so a lot of us don't think about protecting our money when we get it. It's a fleeting thing. So if you protect, one of the things you want to do is also protect your money. You know, so that's why I use like the bloodstone. The pyrite is good for protection as well, because it protects the money so that I'm not, so one, it's not bad money. There's no bad vibes attached to it. And two, that it's just not flowing. You know, it's a protected thing. You know, so that I feel I'm worthy of it. You just realize tiger's eye does come in a lot of colors. Just be wary. Some of them are dyed. There's a blue that is not, it's not a bright blue, but it has a blue shimmer to it. There's the red that we're all more familiar with, which is this one. The red tiger's eye. I did find it. And then there's a yellow tiger's eye, which is more the golden color. That one I actually don't have. But there's like a black one. But they come in different names. There's like hawk's eye, eagle eye. Hawk's eye, eagle eye. And I think there's another one, but I don't remember. But they're birds. They're birds. Tiger's eye, and there's the other ones are bird names. Go figure. But they all are pretty much tiger's eye, just different colors. And of course, the different colors do different things. But green tiger's eye is not natural, and neither is purple. Those are dyed. So just, you know, they still work, but they're just dyed. Any other questions? Is it better? Is it better to buy your own or get them as gifts? That is, it just depends. It truly just depends. It doesn't really matter whether they're gifted to you or whether you buy them yourself. If you buy it yourself, then you know that that stone is for you. You can pick it up. You can feel the energy in it. You know what it is you need. You know what it is you're looking for. So you can go and choose your crystals and get the exact thing that you need. Sometimes when someone gifts us a crystal, it is, for me personally, when I am gifted a crystal, sometimes I don't know why I'm gifted that crystal. Like in the beginning, I have no understanding of why I need this in my life. But usually within the next coming month, like within the next 30 days or so, something happens that lets me know that I need this crystal in my life. So sometimes someone gives you something that you need without you realizing that you needed it. So if someone does gift you a crystal, look up the properties of it And even if you might not need it right then that day, you will probably need it in the future. But when you go for yourself, then you get to choose what it is you what you want, or things that you need. So, but yeah, it's not better one way or the other. It's cheaper when they gift you a crystal, because some of them are expensive. So it's cheaper for you if someone gives you a crystal, but it's not better or worse or anything as far as that goes. And be careful though, also, when someone gives you a crystal, you always want to cleanse it. Even if it's someone that loves you to goodness, you always want to cleanse it. You feel like yes, absolutely, yes, they absolutely do find you, even if you're not the person, even if you're not the one that goes and finds them, Like, that's what I'm saying. Within 30 days, usually if someone gifts me a crystal, within 30 days, I know why I have it. So yeah. Sometimes it's not blatant, sometimes it's not, oh, I'm manifesting, income. Let me somebody gifts me a bloodstone and says, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm manifesting income. I'm manifesting money. Sometimes it's something as simple as, a carnelian, because carnelian removes the fear of failure and it gives you strength. And, I've had some people give me carnelians and I didn't understand why. I accepted it and I was excited about it. I cleansed it and told it when it was ready to let me know, and had some things come up that I was terrified of failing. And I had that carnelian and I knew what it was for. So I stuck it in my pocket and it helped me. So yeah, they're going to come to you when you need them. Absolutely. I don't know if you guys can hear the train. It's been a busy train day for some reason. But no more questions? Yep. Yeah, Jean, you're agreeing with her. Yeah. Like I said, I totally agree. They'll find you when you need them. And then sometimes this too. Sometimes something I did recently. Yes, people's energies aren't always the best. Correct. Recently I bought some muakkite, and I bought a lot of muakkite. They're tiny pieces. They're about this big for the most part, but I've probably got about 10 of them, maybe 15. And I've been carrying them around with me. I cleansed them and I talked to them and I told them that I'm not sure why I have so many. I did get some to wrap, but some of them, the ones I got to wrap are separated, but I told them I don't know why I have you. I'm just going to carry you around because I feel like I'm supposed to. And carrying them around, ran into some people that actually needed them, and I said, we were talking and one of the ladies was like, I am stressing out and I don't understand why, and I'm super stressed, and I just feel like everything's going wrong and I'm freaking out. And one of the things muakkite does is help relieve stress. It helps clear your mind. And I didn't even realize that I'd had that many in my pocket that day. I probably had like 4 of them in my pocket. And I reached in my pocket and opened my hand up, and she looked at it. She picked one up and she just looked. You could just see the stress drain out of her face. So yeah, sometimes you find them and you think, oh wow, I really like this. And then you realize it's not for you, and you just have to figure out who it's for. So yeah, sometimes you buy crystals and they're not for you. And again, you always want to give them with a good heart. You don't want to have the nasty energy on there. Yes. Yeah. Rachel, you and I have shared a couple of crystals before. But yes, that's what happens. You find them and, you think, oh, wow, this is beautiful. And you don't understand why you have it, because it has no relevance in your life whatsoever. And then you meet somebody and that's who it's for. And And a lot of times if you try to hold on to those stones, when the stone tells you that it's for someone else and you try to be greedy and hold on to it because you like it, because you bought it, the stone will leave you. It will leave you quickly. And some stones will come up missing because you don't need them right then. So that happens as well. You know, you have stones that you're like, oh wow, you know, I really like this amethyst. I really like it. I'm going to keep it. It's mine. But then you meet someone and the amethyst says, hey, I'm not yours anymore. I need to go to this person. And when you don't give it to that person like you're supposed to, then, yeah, it'll come up missing. It'll come up missing. So, and it'll hide from you. And if you're not ready for it, if you don't need it at that particular moment, they'll hide from you. And then they'll pop back up when they're needed, when you need them. So, yeah, that's how that works. What does it say? Yeah, and that's happened to you before? Yes, exactly. Both of you ladies, yes, absolutely. They will come and go. They will come and go. I have some moldavite. Where's your crystal? Yes, exactly. Where it is? Where is it? I have moldavite that it's a small piece, but moldavite is super expensive now, and I have mine wrapped with a piece of clear quartz. So it is definitely amplified. There's not a lot of people that can actually touch it, which makes me happy because I don't want a bunch of people messing with it. But yeah, I've lost it and found it just this week alone probably 10 times. You know, like I need it some days and some days I don't. So it comes and goes. And some days I'm like, ooh, I just want to wear it because I like it. And it's like, nah, you don't need to wear it. Just chill. So yeah, I've had stones come up missing because I wanted to wear them for fashion purposes. And they come up missing because they're not for fashion, they're for function. So yeah. Yeah, it happens quite often. Quite often. And some of them are larger stones too. I've lost spheres that, you know, were this big around and found them a few days later because I needed them for something. So, is there anything else? Okay. I'm going to close it out then. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. I hope I helped. Again, this was all about the crystals for abundance and wealth, for prosperity. Oh, thank you. So, we talked about the bloodstone, and we talked about the sunstone, and the rose quartz, the amethyst, the amazonite, the tiger's eye, the pyrite, the citrine, and the carnelian. So those are the stones we talked about. Any questions, you know, you can go back and rewatch the video or just shoot me a message and I'll try to help you as best I can. And yes, I will do my best to be back next month. I'm not sure what we'll talk about then. We'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I'll do my best to come back next month. So, but yeah, thanks guys.